Why, hello there! Welcome to Wednesday, and tonight's stream is more Wavetale. Will we be beating the game tonight? I feel like we're getting to the end. Uh, Part of me hopes so, but I want to see how it ends. I'm curious about the story, but I also really don't want it to end because it's been a fun ride. Anyways, if you're tuning in now or tonight live, then that means it's the middle of the week for you. Exciting. Unless you work on the weekends and you've got the start of the week is the days you don't work, then less exciting. Depends on each person, I suppose. Getting the game launched right now. There we go. Anyways, let's just hop right into it. We're live without any problems, and everything's good, recording, and all that. That was weird. The control was acting funky. I hope that's not to show for what's to come tonight. I know I'm prone to technical issues, but still. What? We left off just after getting the dog last time. Hey, why are you? What's the crowd? A doom wave around all Strandsville. We need reinforcements. Now we need stuff. There you have a spark reactor. Can't go in my home, just demand things. We brought tea leaves. Tea leaves? Well, there should still be a working reactor on this ship here. We'll need to clean this place up if you're gonna have a shot at getting up there. Well, Sigrid, get to it. Yeah. What's the new thing? I don't know. Rufus Killian. People of Strandsville know him as Hermit living in Needle Prick Peaks, but he was born a whistler. He helped sabotage one of the conduits leading to the dandelion. Things got out of hand, and a lot of people died. Just never dared to go back to his home. We read this last time. We're getting there for filling it out. Doesn't need that much left to discover. Gotta destroy all this gloom to explore the island. Also, the island's nearby, but we already learned last time that there's really no sidetracking. Anything there? Doesn't look like it. Anything? Sparks? Nope. Oh, we got a crate full in here. Good shopping to do later. Doesn't think there's much to explore on this island outside of, well, extra explore that beyond what we're supposed to already be doing. Gotta destroy out that gloom though, it makes it everything brighter. Different, interesting way to get around the island, but who built this? This is not a good way to move around if you can't float. I mean, I'm not complaining, mind you, but that's because I like doing... Who doesn't like climbing games like this? I don't know why the camera keeps shifting downward when I jump in the air. Here we go. Yeah, don't miss those. That's quite a bit of sparks. More tap. Ooh, hello. The gas, the Dirty Paws spray makes the gloom and strider sprout plants and sink. Yeah, but why though? Is the question. So who are they? Come on. We learned last time we can ground pound. I don't know if it does any more damage than the regular attack. But it's definitely interesting to that we keep learning about abilities as time goes by. I know there's a button there to hit. I just want to look around out here to see if there's anything to grab first. That's a view. I believe we just found our spark reactor thing. How'd we load it like that? And get back to Rufus. Well, of course, in a situation like this, we're just going to dive. Ground fall damage isn't the thing anyway. After all, let me put it on our ship. It's the smallest one. All right, that's what we need. Let's get going. Before you leave, if you want to go and clean up my generators as well, I want to have my radio working tonight. Of course I'll do that. Ziggy, we're in a hurry, and we just took some from. You can go ahead, I'll be right behind you. Make it quick. You're the lady, make it quick. I'll be inside. I mean, we did just kind of benefit from his stuff, so might as well clear out the gloom and stuff from his area. Also, sparks. Because, well, I like to get all the sparks. And I missed some, probably. They are everywhere. Can we go there? That doesn't look like an area we can go to. There's sparks there, visible sparks there anyways. One down, two to go. Ooh, a note. Neil Peak stamp. I wonder if this was, given that it looked like skiing, I wonder if this was a snowy mountaintop before the world flooded. Music's quite ominous in this area. Uh, Thank you for turning like that. Camera almost cost me the... Almost made me not land on my target point. Ooh. Wasn't expecting a spark hidden there. That's... What is the red light? That's ominous. Have we just cleared it up enough for the sun to shine through or something? Almost didn't make that. Oh. Hello there, Mr. Fire Guys. Nothing happened. Okay, something happened, but that's weird.
What's the matter? You look like you've seen a ghost.
The Striders! I couldn't hold them back. And then the Dirty Paws showed up.
The Whistlers.
Yeah, the Whistlers. Anyway, I was sure they would kill me. But they didn't. Actually, I think they tried to...
Help you?
Yeah.
You know, all those stories you've been fed are not to be trusted.
How do you know?
Because I am one of those dirty paws you're also afraid of. Although I prefer to be called by our rightful name. Care for a cup? That beloved dandelion of yours spat its poison into the sea. Eventually it reached our lands. Big, nasty blobs that crawled onto our fields and destroyed our crops. We sent message after message to make you understand the damage you were causing, but you wouldn't listen. So eventually, we took matters into our own hands.
What did you do?
We realized we had to stop the gloom ourselves by sabotaging the Dandelion's main conduit. Our boat got hit just after midnight. 3 of us were killed immediately, and 1 lived long enough to say his prayers. I was crying like a babe, but having no wound severe enough to stop me, I kept going. Just before dawn, I reached my target. It was all up to me now. Our scientists had devised a fluid that was meant to drip into the heart of the dandelion and stop the machinery from running. Our mission was to pump it into one of the central vents, and that's what I did. I pumped the fluid in, plugged the vent, and I left. I didn't look back at first. The only thing I could think of was getting away. But then, when I turned my head, the entire thing had turned into a monster. Gloom shooting out like fountains of black saliva. I remember thinking of 100-armed octopuses and giant spiders, mythological creatures from my childhood stories. Then came a deafening thunder. The whole thing started to burst. Well, I guess you know the rest.
The ground cracked, the ocean roared, and Strandville was lost in the deep.
After what I caused, I couldn't bear to face anyone. So I settled here.
How did you survive the explosion?
All I know is that I passed out. When I woke up, The sea was calm, but the city was gone. The people. All we wanted was to put an end to our misery. You understand? I followed the instructions, but it didn't work out. It didn't... Sweet mother of Sparks, I should have died with the others.
You tried to save your people. You didn't know this would happen.
You're very kind. Just like your mother.
My mother?
She was my friend, the bravest person I ever met. She listened to us, even after the flood. She believed me when I told her that we never meant any harm. She even wanted to help me put things right, so we set out to try and fix the damage I'd caused. But we never... She never... She was investigating methods to change the behavior of the gloom. One day she came to my hideout looking for clues, as she put it. I told her to get lost. She wasn't easily scared. Like mother, like kid, I guess. She had been breeding flowers, you see. Some kind of modified version of the night weaver. An herb we grow back home. She had learned that its roots could bind the gloom back into the weave rock and stop it from spreading. She wanted me to take her to the pipe that started the rupture. Her idea was to pour some spark-induced night weaver seeds into the central vent and turn the dandelion into a sort of mending machine. Don't ask me about the science. That was her forte.
So you went back there.
Yes, child. She even made us go inside. She said it was crucial. I refused at first, but your mother was a very convincing woman. And I know you won't believe me when I tell you this, but it was as though the gloom felt threatened by us. Your mother fought for her life. I lost my right leg trying to save her, and I'd gladly give my left too, if that could bring her back. Since then, the gloom has kept spreading, like the plague it is.
Is there nothing left to do?
The airship manages to fight it off to some extent, using spores from the Night Weaver. But we have nowhere near what would be needed to fight it off forever.
What about this?
By all Sparks, where did you get that? We have to get you to the airship. You have to show them!
The airship! They're gonna shoot it down!
What? Who?
That machine Cassius was talking about. It's a spark weapon to shoot down the Whistler's barge.
Oh, those fools! May the gloom drown them! Curse all of them and their trigger-happy fingers! They're nothing but a bunch of short-sighted idiots! You must stop them, do you understand? Do whatever it takes to keep those morons from firing. Then you have to find Moira. Just follow the barge.
Moira?
The Whistler's leader. She's the only one who can make use of that seed. Now go!
Off to save the day. To no one's surprise, something odd was going on. Well, I didn't expect them to be like holding the gloom at bay, but
Grandma, I need to talk to you.
Quite busy here. What's the matter?
Grandma, listen to me. Don't fire.
What? Where are you? What's taking you so long?
Well, I got caught up in the fog, and then the polished ship came flying, and I thought I was gonna die, but Granny, they saved me. They sprayed something, and then there were flowers everywhere, and Rufus said that...
That bum at Needlebrick? Siggy, I don't have time for this. Just hurry up and come home.
Promise you won't do anything more until I'm there.
You're breaking up. Just vamoose on back now, will ya?
Granny?
yeah, she has zero attention listening to us. Hello there. Zigzag, I think your surfing seems better than the last time I saw you. Don't you worry, I'll always find new ways to challenge you. You ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Of course you are. No, we missed it. We have to redo it. We don't get it. If I don't get the charge in time. Oh, yeah, we gotta go again because I missed the thing. Gotta redo it. Oh, we got the definitely got the time this time. Oh, I missed that one, but whatever. We made it! Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, I present you Sigrid, Soarer of the Seas. Seriously, put me down as your #1 fan. Promise to give me some lessons. Here, this for you. Achievement unlocked. Fantastic. And time to resume returning to the lighthouse. Going the right way or the wrong way? Oh, hello there. I didn't say I was play cards. Just I'm standing on the deck. Too bad, eh? Start with outfits. See anything new? Nope. How about in here? Anything new? Nope. Anything new here? I'm gonna buy a new hat either way, but still. I think this is from the what's it called? The dice, the odds, the randoms. I cannot remember its name though. Well, I gotta look that up. The World of Random game. That's that same hair as the main character has that RPG game. I've not streamed it, but I think we bought all the outfits already. Yep. Buy all the hair real quick. It works for that. Let's buy a few more of these. Let's go back with the jellycorn one like I was going to. Smooth sailing! You too as well, Lane. Things are gonna end badly even if we get, no matter what time we get there. Because that's just how these things go. Gotcha! Seriously, I love the designs of the water in this game. It's so glossy. Literal wave dashing. Let's go! We're in a rush. We gotta stop them.
Blowtorch, please. Now, what's taking that girl so long? She knows I'm not fond of waiting.
Stop! Stop!
Oh, Sigrid. Nice to see that you made it back safely.
The paws don't control the gloom. They make it flower.
Huh. Make it flower? What are you rambling on about?
Grandma, I know what happened to Mom. She died. Trying to save us.
The paws.
No, you don't understand. She and Rufus wanted to stop the gloom from spreading. They tried to make it into the dandelion, but the gloom got her. He tried to save her, but...
You have a kind heart, Siggy.
And you have a foul
But you
one.
must stop believing everything people tell you. You are just like your mother in that respect. And if you think I'll let us all meet our maker because of the words of some driveling bum, you are gravely mistaken.
But he...
Even if he was telling the truth, your mother wouldn't have been in any danger if she had kept away from him in the first place.
What gives you the right to always judge people like that? They were trying to save us!
Sigrid, Sigrid. We all understand you're upset. All this stress would get the better of anyone. And you're just a kid. No wonder you've lost your head. Now, why don't you go have a lie down and let us take care of things?
Don't touch me!
Manners, young lady. I only want to...
You had no. You want to be
want to
Creepy Joe.
destroy. That's what you want! That's what all of you want! Gloom you!
Shrimps? Shrimpy!
Well, you know how teenagers are, Doris. I wasn't all that easy myself, was I? Leave her. She just needs to walk it off. And we have very important things to attend to.
I mean, I haven't liked the grandma from the start of this game, so, you know. Not really, it doesn't really surprise me that her actions now.
Sigrid, where are you at?
Sigrid, it's Cassius. Answer us. We're getting ready to fight.
Fire at the barge and you fire at me.
Tell me you're joking. lost your wits? You crazy, stubborn, disobedient... Nobody does anything until I give the order. Is that clear? Stay where you are, Sigrid. I'm coming to get you.
Good luck with that. No, well, that's not where we're supposed to go at the moment.
Sigrid! Sigrid? I'm on my way! Where are you? What's your location?
I'm right by this island. The barge is just above it, and it's... Grandma, there are flowers here. I think I see apples.
No. No, that's not possible. Are you sure?
It's just like the stories you told me. I never thought
Secret, my dear. You are brave. I give you that. But we simply cannot conform our actions to a child's foolish whims. I am in your debt for helping us come such a long way. But now, it's time to finish what we've started.
I expected this.
Truly sorry, child.
No, don't shoot!
I have to, Sigrid. It is my duty to do so. Our people want this, and I will not be stopped. The best you can do is try and save yourself.
Yeah, that bear was bound to be evil from the get-go. I kind of expected that. You really don't ever have mayors like that, like this in any type of game without them being evil. Ooh, note. Is this what the world looked like once? Is it what my mom died trying to salvage? I wish she'd been there with me when I was growing up. I think I understand why she chose to take the risk. I know we're going to be sent to explore the islands later anyways, but, you know, they look so nice. You see, from an apple. Find that taste one. It's nothing like fish. Yeah, it really is not. There's a note on that one too. I think that's why I saw him distance. Indeed I did. Look at these letters. Grandma has some books and other languages at home, but she says there's no use learning them since the city's stuck in a fog either way. I mean, if there's only one language remaining, there's one language remaining. And if there's like no books left in that language, why learn it? If there's a chance of salvaging it, then go for it. Yes, learn the language, but still. Where is this even? It must be somewhere way beyond the gloom fog. We can pass where the cave came from. The wave came from. I don't think I dare travel that far just yet. Just wrap my head around this place. So my theory of the gloom, the entity helping us being our mother, is seeming more likely rather than her being one of the pirates. At this point. She was taken by the gloom after all.
Hey! Down here! Look at me! Oh, please look at me!
Notice us, senpai! I regret making that joke immediately. No, well, hopefully they got out, because if they landed in the water, they dead.
Three, 4, 5. Oh, thank the sparks you're all here. Plus 1 extra, it seems. Are you a Stranvillian?
I am, but I didn't want this. This wasn't the plan. I tried to stop them.
Oh, so this is how it ends. Stranville, destroying everything for good.
Are you Moira? I was told to come see you. I want to put things right.
There's nothing you can do, girl. Take my advice and go home while it still exists. A Night Weaver seed? But it's so big.
It's been modified. My mother invented the technique. I was told you may know how to use it.
Well, if it has all the right qualities. But if there's only one, I don't think we can...
If you touch her, you're dead! You hear me? Take your dirty paws off my girl!
Who is that?
Put that away, Grandma!
I'm not letting them have you too! I have to!
The only thing you have to do right now is shut up for a while.
Sigrid,
I tried to tell you before. You wouldn't listen then, but you will listen now. To me and to Moira.
Moira? The Moira?
The very same. And on that ship was our last chance to keep the gloom away until your granddaughter came along.
Sigrid? How is she involved in all this? She shouldn't...
We're using a plant called Nightweaver. Its roots have the ability to tie down gloom. We've been shooting out spores from our airship day and night since that great wave came. But it barely kept the gloom from taking over. And now some geniuses decided to shoot that very ship down.
You're blaming us for trying to defend ourselves? Your people attacked us! You declared war on us!
You think we wanted war? You gave us no choice.
Well, why didn't you just talk to us about...
There's no point in talking if no one will listen. We tried talking to you, both before and after the war. We tried sending messages. We tried sending messengers. And you repeatedly chose not to listen. Too high up on your pedestals with your riches to care about anyone below you. You ripped up the ground we walk on with your cursed drills and sent your own city into the deep.
Well, it takes two to tango, my late husband always said. You blew up the dandelion. Before that, the city was...
I'm sure there was a time for talking, but that time is not now. You're not gonna fight the gloom off by quarreling. Mom used to have this. Did you know that? It's a seed from the Night Weaver. Moira says we might be able to use it.
Iris? Why did she have
There's
to...
no time to explain. Right now, you just have to trust us. You have to trust me.
You can done that from the get-go.
So you're saying that this seed could eliminate the gloom?
It has the right properties, but one is not enough, I'm afraid.
How does it work?
It's no ordinary seed. It's infused with sparks. That's what Rufus told me. Mom invented the technique.
Well, how about we boost it some more? After all, we do have a spark cannon.
Rufus and Mom tried to take the seeds into the dandelion. They wanted to spread them through the gloom pipes, tried to make it inside through one of them.
Well, I'd rather try something that fails than nothing at all. I think I know the place he referred to. I'll show you the way.
Cassius, recharge the cannon. We have some planting to do.
We have some what to do?
Just start recharging and keep Cloud out of action.
My pleasure, Doris. My pleasure.
All right. Now would you help me get to that pipe?
Enter the side quest first.
Oh!
Can't believe this close to Sternvillian. Dad told me that you would come get me if I didn't get to sleep at night. That's, well, let's say I've heard similar stories. Not that I'm sleeping much at all these days either. Now that my medicine got lost in the crash, it's gonna be even worse. Oh, insomnia. Feel you on that.
Oh,
Catch yourself, that snake without getting too close to you. We were afraid he would attack, and well, I think this will all be over soon. They'll retire. I don't dare relax. Not yet. I'm not gonna get okay with the Sternvillian. We'll do what we need to do to solve a common problem. And I want to get up in the air and get as far away from all else as I can. Look at that, your ship's broken. Don't understand. Why do you keep drilling for sparks? People knew what it did to our crops. I'm sorry, I don't know. I wasn't born when all that happened. Me neither. He's so frustrated. Why do we have to solve something we didn't cause? We don't really have a choice. Too real. Too real. We gotta find the medicine first.
That sight sure brings back memories.
You've done it?
As long as my back would let me. A while longer, to be honest. But they shouldn't be here in our world. When Stranville drilled for Weave Rock year after year, the Earth's mantle cracked, and the rifts went all the way down to their domain. And if we don't repair what has been destroyed, our entire world will eventually fall into theirs.
So we're not the first one to ride the waves with a shadow. Is that my medication? Not sure I'm ready to say thank you given the circumstances. That's understandable. I don't need to say anything. Why do you have this? You're talking about Sparks being evil. Well, we knew that was a gate when we passed by it the first time. What's... Alright, let's see what these people are. The Whistlers. Siobhan, Ear, Brendan, Rian, and Seors. Feels odd seeing the dirty paws as actual people with faces and names. Start my mind around everything. Feels ashamed of everything we put them through. But shame won't change anything. We need to figure out how to move forward now that the truth is out. Moira Oshia. Known as the Dirty Paws by some, correctly known as the Whistlers, Moira is their leader. Apparently there was a lot of talk about it during the war. She came to face the enemy. We're still missing 2 people? 3? Weird. I know I've definitely interacted with everyone we could so far.
So, a shadow came to you too?
Yes, my oldest daughter.
We lost her during the war, when the shadow came around. I just knew it was her. You do too, right, Sigrid? You know who has come to you.
I think so. I just couldn't believe it. But it feels like her.
Wait, are you saying that thing is my daughter?
A shadow of your daughter, at least. A body for a soul who needs to make contact.
So yes, it is indeed our mother. That was one of my theories, but still, didn't know if that was going to be the case or not.
This is it. This is the vent? This is where I was...
Grandma. Hey, you be a good girl and stay there here with Moira. Grandma, no. I'm not letting her see her only child walk right into the jaws of the same monster who killed her.
Oh.
Enough's enough. I already know the inside of the dandelion.
Oh.
But...
Oh.
Oh, shrimps, I just... You have your whole life ahead of you. I've already lived most of mine, and... Well, my way of thinking hasn't exactly made things better recently, now has it? Can you agree with that? It's time to make up for that. Too bad we're still going in, because this is a video game.
Ah.
She'll be alright. How can you be so sure?
Oh.
Because the two of you are made of the same stuff. Are we? Never agree on anything. She talked about you like you were monsters. I guess, Jura, we were. Look, Sigrid. I'm not going to say that I like your grandmother. I see the way she looks at you. She's so afraid of using you, she's forgotten to enjoy that you're here. Just wish she'd listen to me. Grandma, I have to go after her. Yeah, we knew this was going to happen. I get that, like, we made the same stuff, whatever they're claiming, but, like... We still have the combat capability, and so far, Grandma has not presented any of that.
Oh.
Sigrid, I told you! Well, here's kind of proves the point. Grandma, stop. I will take it from here.
Oh.
You don't understand. Can't lose you too. You're forgetting something important, you know. But after I go in there, I will come back out. Also, you don't really serve us much purpose if you fail to do the job you're trying to stop us from doing.
Oh.
Be careful, Shrimp. I've said it 1,000 times, be careful. Ooh. This is not what I was expecting, but this is awesome nonetheless. How are we inside the ground with this? Water may be safe for us, but this stuff definitely is not. Oh, we're dang next to a spring. I was like, how do I move up? Aha, gotcha. Now, this is certainly an interesting final area. Compared to the rest of the game, it still looks stylized, but not quite as enjoyable to see. missed a spark. Although I probably missed some somewhere. I do want to get everyone I see. Traverse the conduit. Very fun. Looks like that might be the end there. That's ominous. Hello again, friend. I don't like the sound the water makes here.
Sparks. The dandelion.
Yes, hello again. You're not attacking us or moving this time, so climbing up here is a bit easier. Are you helping us?
What's happening, Sigrid? Are you inside?
Not yet, but I'm working on it.
I think I found another way in. I'm coming after you.
Yeah, not a good idea. We already to save you once. Don't make us save you again.
This is it. The dandelion core.
As expected, it's sentient. Although there hasn't really been fights in this game for, to make it
Feeling
fitting.
gloomy? This is for you, Mom!
Now that was unnecessary damage.
It's okay. Just be glad you're not videophobic.
Now what do I do here?
You again? Feeling gloomy?
Ah, you didn't get me.
Booming storms!
Thank you for moving in the direction I was going to go. Wasn't expecting a Doomsday style endgame. Red skies, monsters attacking us.
More of these parasites. This is for you, Mom.
Haha, you didn't take me out.
This is for you, Mom. Feeling gloomy? Come at me then. Bringing the heavy cavalry? Come at me then.
I mean, they keep... Oh, there's two of them this time.
Sigrid, you've placed the seed, right? They're getting ready to fire soon.
Busy to talk, Grandma.
Just try to hurry. I'm almost there.
How did that attack us in the air? I thought they couldn't do that. Turning the Tide achievement unlocked.
It's done.
We landed in the water. That's weird.
Deep breaths, my darling. Waves are crashing. We are still far from shore. Know that I've got you.
That was an odd cut.
She's at peace now, don't you think? What's the matter with Anita?
Easy, Doris. Nothing's wrong with her. I just thought it rude to leave an old lady in distress.
I have a feeling that particular lady knows how to take care of herself.
We did it, y'all. We sparkin' did it. Well, look at these weeds.
Solid stuff. I've never walked on ground that wasn't rock or sand.
You did well, all of you. Eventually. And without you, my dear girl, we never would have made it.
I saw right away that she was made of the right stuff.
Bravest little pirate there ever was. Isn't she, Doris?
Sigrid, you've done such... Why can't I just do this?
Grandma,
No, I have to do this. When Iris was a kid, John always took care of the mushy stuff. But when he wasn't around anymore and we lost Iris, when it was just you and me, I didn't know how to handle my own feelings, much less yours. I put a roof over your head, fried some herring for dinner, and wiped your nose. But the rest, I just couldn't... I'm so sorry, Shrimpy.
you didn't only feed me. You taught me how to use a wrench, and a hammer, and a blowtorch.
Not sure you can say you've learned to use something when you've almost burned the house down with it a few weeks ago.
You might be right about that.
I guess we'll have to keep practicing. Both that and the mushy stuff.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
So, what do we do now that we won?
This isn't a victory. It's a second chance.
The girl is right. This is where the real work begins. We have ground to walk upon, but we need to learn how to cultivate it without depleting it. The rifts are sealed, but we still have to get rid of the rest of that wretched gloom.
How long will it take to fix this? When will everything be back to normal?
There's no fixed, dear. And I don't think any one of us knows what normal is anymore. It's a lifetime's work. What we end up with, only time can tell.
As long as no new fools come around and start ruining things, I'm sure we can keep things in order.
Untie me, you wretched cretin. I demand to be released.
I'm afraid I can't do that, sir, but if you just allow me to...
Word from Candle Hill. Seems the plants are growing there too. Apparently, a big stem of some kind has pierced right through the canteen. Get some rest, folks. Then we have work to do.
Who are the characters I missed in the journal? But I will say this was an amazing game. Not the longest game. A little sad it's over. But besides the fact it looks great, the movement mechanics are just amazing. Felt so intuitive to easily jump and glide and move around. I would love like a Hollow Knight style game with these kind of movement games, or movement mechanics. Obviously I need to be 3D to really take advantage of them, so I don't really know how big the game would be, but that would be just awesome. Hello, Pixel. Woke up from your nap, I see. Yes, hello. Yeah? Oop. Don't get angry at me. You're the one who fell off. My cat's not smart. It's when it comes to staying on things. She's in the habit of falling off of everything she sleeps on. This definitely goes into my top 10 games list, 100%. A game I will definitely replay in some capacity. I don't know if there's any post-game content. We'll have to wait and see after the credits finish rolling. I recommend it if you don't want to get it full price, wait until it's on sale. But I recommend getting this game if you just want a good time or a good platforming game just to kill a couple hours. I mean, it might even just be fun to pick up on occasion just to swim around or go around the different areas. The combat's not the best, I will admit that. It's kind of just mash buttons and jump away, but even if you take some hits, it doesn't seem to matter that much. The game was definitely not focused on your fighting abilities. If that was fleshed out a bit more, if it was a bit longer too, this might be like not triple A. Triple A is the word, I guess. Like it seemed like a big game of a big company. But I believe this is from a smaller company. They did quite a lot with this. Though being called Wavetale, we've definitely spent a lot more time in the air than on the water in a lot of areas. The air movement felt almost more fleshed out than the water movements. I don't think that was their intent. Guess you guys hop back up, Pixel. There's no sound coming from the game anymore. That's just weird. The music ended with even though the credits are still going. I mean, the soundtrack was very calming. It wasn't fleshed out. There wasn't as much big songs with lyrics and things like that as there was say in Sable or something like that. But again, different group and very different goals. Question is, we're only like a bit short to end the stream here. So maybe I'll start the next game if there's nothing to do post content on this. Let's wait and see. I gotta wait for the. I don't know if I can skip the credits. I haven't tried. I don't want to. I want to give all the credit to everyone who made this game, took part in its localization, the music creation, the 3D modeling, the design, the story, everything. It looks like it's the end of the credits, anyways. I was wrong. Having fun there, Pixel? You can attempt to flip about my leg all you want. It's not going to get any softer. That's just flesh and bone. And I have more claw marks on the side of my leg again. Why do you just stop caring about that when you're a cat owner after a while? Oh, the back of my hand's torn up again. Who cares? It's the thing you start to accept, and I find that weird and funny. A larger team worked on this than I thought did. Still, I don't take the credit away from them for that. I ate a big meal for streaming, so now I'm tired. I mean, this game's good. I was having fun either way, but I don't know if I should say what I ate. For my local, although it's a chain sandwich place, they've got these. I won't say the names in case of doxing myself in any way, shape, or form, but they have these toasted pizza sandwiches essentially with cheese, sauce, and pepperoni. Yeah, no, not really good for you, but I don't get it often. So, you know, that's fine on occasion. I got that and I just finished it like 40 minutes before streaming, so now I'm just really tired. Because once you're full, you're also tired or sleepy. I'm also getting over a cold, which anyone who turned on stream last night, yeah, I was kind of out of it more so than usual. And I ended the stream like I started the stream early last night and ended it like 20 minutes early. I mean, throughout the stream, I was waiting for a fever to break, so you know, not the best thing. But I'm feeling mostly better today. And no, it wasn't the people have been calling it Rona. Words to say when avoiding using describing the big C virus that if you say your name potentially gets you shadow banned or just straight up have your videos taken down because you can't say the virus name. No more special thanks. That should be the end. I'm gonna make it so I have people on with me to join along with the chat, co-commentators, things like that. I'll join a Discord or something for that, or maybe I'll make one. Who knows? I have friends. That's not a denial thing. A good deal of my fellow people I know who streamed are in different time zones, which makes streaming with them difficult. And then my friends from everyday life are not the streaming type. So, you know, kind of hard to get them on to be co-com for that. Listen, the best cats. But I'm gonna have to argue with that statement. I too have cats, and I say my cats are better. I've got one now sleeping in my lap. She wasn't there earlier, but she's now. Let me sip my drink. Yeah, this is a lot of credits. And it's so tempting to skip them, because that is normally what I do when I'm playing on my own. Because I appreciate what people do, but I don't remember the names later. No matter how good the game is, I just don't remember that many people's names. There we go. Here comes the logo, which means it's finally the end of the credits. Dear Lord. Maybe I shouldn't say that. That's kind of... Some people take offense at that statement. Dear Grogu? Oh no, the company with the mouse is going to come after me for saying that. Because they own that character. Thanks for playing Wavetale. You have now entered free play mode. What does that mean? I probably miss people. Anyways, we still have the shop. Let's see if anything else has been unlocked after... What lies above the ocean and twitches? Nervous wreck. Not a bad egg. We got all the outfits and all of the hair. Ooh, new crown. New hat. Only one new hat from that. I don't know I would, because I now have everything. And there's nowhere to go, and I don't know where the people we're missing talking to are. We could serve around a bit now that we've got everything beaten and unlocked. This one, there's really nothing left to do. This is definitely a beaten game. What's that? Oh, it's just the power for the lighthouse. Speaking of the lighthouse, it's still tilted in cannon shape. No memorial edition on here for the mom. I think that'd be a nice post-game edition to add. I mean, we can go check out, see if direction of the can phasing. If there is anything to see after we've beaten that area. See if there's now that we've destroyed it, I wonder if it's going to look different if we go back to it. I'm doubtful on that, but we can go look real quick before I wrap it up with it now with the Wavetale game. We're going the right way? I think so. I don't think so. Everything's pointed the opposite way, so this is not the right way. I don't think there's anything left to do, though. It's just play around and have fun. So I think that's what I'll call it here on this, and maybe I'll start up the next game now, just for a short bit. So this has been a Wavetale. I think I should, yeah, there's nothing left to do. So with that, before I switch to BRB, let me see. Thank you to YouTube. Thank you for tuning in, joining on this, albeit short, but very fun and pleasing adventure. I hope you had a good time and you enjoyed seeing this story. I mean, you want to pick it up yourself. I have no involvement with this game or its sale or anything like that, but it is too good to have it be missed and not have more people want it. Combat, if you really want or need a game with heavy combat, I can't really recommend it for that. But something to relax and just kind of move around high speed and have fun like that, definitely. So I do hope that people like this game and want to continue to want to check it out themselves. Anyways, with that, I'm gonna hop on to BRB real quick, and I'm gonna start up what's gonna be taking the place of Wavetale starting tonight, but then on next Wednesday as well. So BRB.